Welcome to 2021 and welcome back to the channel. Man, the new year couldn't come fast enough. So as you can see in our last video that I posted New Year's Eve, we went and, did a little sledding up at Silver Lake Sand Dunes. It was an experience because I had originally thought there would be more snow on the actual dunes, but I was wrong, as you can see in that. There's basically, 2 inches of snow and then a thin layer of ice and then sand on top of it. We were able to get going pretty fast, which was good. The distance, Silver Lake, I think it's 450 acres, something like that. We walked basically from the exit of Silver Lake Sand Dunes to the entrance of Silver Lake Sand Dunes. I don't know the mileage, but I'm gonna guess somewhere to the tune of 2.5 miles, something like that. But as we, hoofed it up the dunes and slide down the back, and up the dunes, slide down the back, up the dunes, slide down the back, it was tiring, absolutely. And my wife enjoyed the exercise. I enjoyed it. The kids had a blast. The downside of it was we get to, which would be the entrance of the dunes, and the kids don't want to walk anymore. So they get on a sled and I pull them on the entrance ramp all the way back to the exit of the dunes. Now, the dunes didn't have snow, but the entrance ramp definitely had snow. I would guess, 6 inches of snow back there. And pulling a sled with a kid on it, plus a backpack, plus another sled, was challenging. My legs were tired. I had to sleep in that next day. But moving forward into the new year, we're going to dedicate a lot of time this year to making our videos better from a quality standpoint. I'm going to put more time into the actual editing of it. I'm going to put time into the planning of the video itself. And we're going to see if we can actually improve on, ultimately this channel. And, these new projects that I have moving forward that are going to require video, I'm going to put that type of effort into. So I want to thank everybody that's subscribed to the channel. Now, here's an interesting thing. Prior to that last video, we had 46 subscribers, I think. And I checked this morning, and we're up to 55 or 56 subscribers, 55 subscribers. That is super cool. I've never experienced a situation where, the growth of me talking on camera was gonna, hopefully be entertaining or helpful in some way to somebody. So looks like we are accomplishing that goal. I know that it's not very big numbers right now, but maybe it will grow over time. So I encourage anybody that's actually watching this video right now, help me out, subscribe to the channel. And, maybe you might learn something. Maybe you might laugh at me doing something. Last video or 2 videos ago, I was snapping some bolts right off of the undercarriage of the Jeep. And, that was a pretty downer day because, you don't want to run into problems and at all. You just hope everything's smooth sailing. But we all know that there's always that one bolt that will cause a problem. So, yeah, I encourage everybody to subscribe. So let's moving forward here. There's a part of talking on camera and posting everything out for everybody to see that has been a fun experience for me, and that's been the amount of people that have reached out talking about different builds and stuff like that. Now, this person didn't actually reach out, but about 3 weeks ago, I was just, as normal, looking at YouTube, looking at different builds that people are doing, and I came across a guy that's doing a build on a 1979 Jeep Cherokee Chief. And, I watched the whole video, super cool build, and it didn't even dawn on me that the guy could be local to the West Michigan area until I was on our local Jeep Facebook group, and a person posted about needing a front axle for a 1979 Jeep Cherokee Chief, and the picture looked very familiar to the one I just seen in a video. So I reached out to him. His name's Kevin. He runs a YouTube channel called Max Overland, and I'll put that in the description below us, and I'll put it on the screen right here. But man, Kevin is building an awesome Jeep Cherokee Chief. He's gonna start with the motor that came with it, but he also has a super awesome motor in the garage that he's gonna work on. And man, I gotta tell you what, I'm jealous of this build. It's gonna be super cool. He's putting all, you know, he's putting everything into it, and this engine that he's putting in there, you know, he even made mention in the video that I watched that he's gonna have some nitrous shots on it, and he's building it for Silver Lake Sand Dunes, which is super cool because that's what I'm building this for. And you know, I look forward to seeing him up in the dunes, ripping it around, and I look forward to seeing him actually build it on his YouTube channel. So I encourage anybody that's watching this to follow Kevin and Max Overland, because, you know, it's just, this build is going to be awesome. I look forward to seeing it. Moving on to what we're going to do today, we're just really jumping right back into underneath the Jeep. I got to get the exhaust completely ripped out. I got some more bolts to get off from braces and stuff like that you know, need to be gone so I can actually get everything out. Transfer case hopefully will come out today. We'll see how the bolts work. If some more break, then, you know, maybe it might actually go faster than before. But we're gonna see if we can't get, maybe we'll even get the engine hoist hooked up to the chained up to the engine. And you know, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but maybe we'll be able to get the engine out today. I don't know. We'll find out. So thanks for following us, and you know, I look forward to seeing this channel grow into the new year, and hope you're learning something or seeing something that's enjoyable. With that said, let's get to work. Okay, I think I got all the brackets off that will be in the way of getting the exhaust down. So let's take a look here. We had the bracket welded on this side, came across, connected over there. It's actually on the ground right there. And yeah, I think the exhaust here. I should just be able to unbolt the exhaust and slide this right out now. Go ahead and take a look at that. All right, we're gonna have to get up there. Oh, I do see the bolts. All right, let's look right here. And there we go. Let's see if I can get a socket on there and get those loose. Why are always the bolts connected to the exhaust the hardest ones to get off? So right here on the right side of the engine, 2 bolts to take off the exhaust here. Oops. There we go. The bottom one I had to cut off with a Sawzall. That one I could not get moving. That one I was able to get moved, and obviously you can see down here, this side of the exhaust is disconnected now. Let me get the rest out in a minute. Now onto the left side. Let's see what we're working with over here. Exhaust bolt here and here. But I feel like I have a little more room to work with down there. We'll find out. Oh, I just noticed that. This is the exhaust manifold, and there's a bolt missing. Snapped right off. All right, that worked out pretty well. I was able to cut one of them with the Sawzall, and the other one came off pretty nicely here. So we're gonna see if we can't wiggle this thing out. All right. Well, I don't think it's coming off without taking this beam off right here. So, yeah, I guess let's take it off. All right, once again, I definitely underestimated how hard some of this was going to be. I think underneath the Jeep here without a lift is challenging. My neck hurts, my arms hurt. I was able to get the drive shaft off here. This is the front drive shaft, the bolts. I'm going to be replacing this with this build, but nonetheless, that was a lot of work. And I still don't have the exhaust off. As you can see down here, my exhaust is stuck up in there. And I don't want to cut this yet. I could have just cut it and had it pulled off. And my light doesn't seem to want to stay on. But I did get come on light. I did get the drive shaft off, which is good. And then... All right, excuse the light. Like, it's supposed to be 6 hours and last for like 30 seconds. It's disastrous of a light. Nonetheless, yeah, we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Okay, we are onto a different day here. As I was plugging away last night, it just started getting a little cold. So, yeah, we've done a lot of things here. I stopped recording specifically because my camera light wasn't working anymore, but we got that working. As you can see on the ground right here, excuse the cord, but I have the rear drive shaft and the front drive shaft removed, and then we have the transmission cross member removed also. So let's go look underneath here. All right, so as you can see right here, I have it currently supported from the transfer case with a hydraulic jack, and all cross members have been removed. The exhaust has been removed. A lot of stuff was rusted. These bolts right here were an absolute pain to get off. The next step that I have is I'm going to use another way to actually hold the transmission up so it's not just on a hydraulic jack, so it's a little more sturdy. And then I just have to finish disconnecting all the wires to the transmission. So right there, this is for this line right here is for the transfer case. I got to get that taken out, and then if I'm not mistaken, I have 2 more bolts on the engine mount and we can pull this off. So the idea is tonight, tonight I might get that engine taken out. Here's another thing that happened. You can see right over there, that is part of that's the rusted out skid plate for the fuel tank. I'm gonna have to replace that because I just lightly pulled on it to move it out of the way and it just folded right down. So we're gonna have to get that replaced. I'm just getting a bunch of stuff that's going to have to be replaced, but nonetheless, let's get the engine out, and then that way we'll be able to, get moving forward faster. I have cleaned up enough space right here, I think. I guess I don't actually know if this would be enough. We're going to have to learn that here in a second here. Got the engine hooked up to the hoist here, and then underneath the final thing that I need to do is remove the linkage. Let me get under here a little further. Is remove the linkage right here and any extra plugs or wires that ran to anything. Awesome. I did just notice this. My oil pan is leaking from some fitting. Or is that transmission fluid? That may be transmission fluid. Oh, yep, it is. It's leaking from the transmission cooler line right there. Yeah, it's all right. This bad boy's coming out, and that line would need to be replaced with whoever buys this engine. So, let's get to it. All right, I think I got everything on the driver's side. Let's go look at the passenger side. Okay, so I think we had just one clip on the passenger side that we had to get off, or one electrical plug, I should say. The other is the fuel lines that are over there, and I think that'll be okay. I don't see them getting in the way as I'm pulling this out, so. Man, I think we're there. We're gonna see if we can get this thing out right here. I had to switch cameras because all my batteries are dead. Who knows that? I stopped complaining about that. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm super excited. Like, the engine's out. The engine is out. I did not think I'd actually be able to do that. Yeah. All right, so enough being super excited and nerdy about this. This is the 3.8 engine right here. Had a little spill after we had it out there. Wow, I can't even talk right now. I was able to get it out without needing to cut any wires or anything, so it's a fully functional, working 3.8 V6 engine. And look at that. Holy cow, there's just nothing there anymore. Whew. All right, so some of the challenges that I ran into. Getting the wiring off of the top of the transmission. All this wiring right here. All these clips were, and I wasn't sure what needed to come off. Now that I look at it, I don't think a lot of that wiring needed to come off because it came off with the wiring harness itself. So, yeah, there's that. And then one of the other big issues that I ran into was this side, the mounting hardware came off fine. But on this side, the only thing I could do was cut that bolt. I just used a grinder. Luckily, I got to, grind these completely off anyways because I got new mounts coming. But that was the next challenge was actually getting this bolt to unstick from where it was at. Man. All right, the engine is out. Oh, yeah, boom. I'm pumped. Didn't think I could actually do that, but it wasn't too bad. All right, time to figure out how to put the next one in. With that said, man, the subscribers are great. I got people reaching out to me on Facebook, super cool. And we'll talk with you guys later. Peace.